In 2021, Mortal Kombat finally returned to the big screen. I say finally because it had been just about 25 years since Sub-Zero, Scorpion, and the like graced theaters in any meaningful way. Yes, I'm talking about Mortal Kombat Annihilation. What a spectacle that is. I'm gonna be honest with you, and you know this if you've been around 616 Entertainment for a while, I don't like this movie. I don't like this movie at all, and anytime this movie has come up since 2021, I have not exactly held my tongue about that. Here's the thing though, before writing this script, I hadn't seen this movie since 2021. I 100% wiped the slate clean. I came back to this most recent Mortal Kombat movie ready and willing to learn that I was too harsh on it before, and that yeah, those of you who gave me the business in the comments over not liking it, maybe you were onto something. Maybe this movie is better than I initially thought. Maybe I should look at it with, I hate this movie. I hate it. I watched it again. I hate it. So, spoilers, today I will not be apologizing for my prior opinions. I will not be reassessing the sights and sounds I didn't appreciate before. None of that. We're gonna take a look at this film as it is, and along the way, I've got a lot to say. Welcome to Mortal Kombat Monday. Let's thank the patrons for making this possible, and then we'll get down to business. Every video here on 616 Entertainment is made possible by my supporters over on Patreon. If you enjoyed the show here today, consider signing up. You'll get early access, exclusive videos and podcasts, and more. Pro Wrestling Tees has the merch. As always, thank you for watching. So what the hell is this movie about? Well, it's not a tournament, for one thing. They go out of their way to address that. Here's the thing. We kick off hundreds of years ago. Hanzo Hasashi and his family are living a quiet and peaceful life. That's when Bi-Han and the Lin Kuei arrive, murdering Hanzo's family while he's out. He rushes back home. The Lin Kuei attempt to blindside him, but this ain't his first rodeo. He trashes the entire crew like nothing, but that's when he finds his wife and child, dead at the hands of Bi-Han. Hey, speak of the devil, and here we go, off to the races, bing bang boom. When the smoke clears, Bi-Han emerges victorious. Hanzo dies, crawling home to his only remaining child, his body burning away instantly. The Thunder God, Raiden, arrives shortly thereafter. So how about it? We're about to spend the next 2 hours on this deadly story of revenge. The revenge of Hanzo Hasashi, now Scorpion, who has formed into a specter in the fires of the Netherrealm. He's coming back with a vengeance to take down Sub-Zero, the Cryomancer who wiped out his entire family and clan. Nope, that is not what this movie is. We jump immediately from that pretty damn cool opening scene to this guy, Cole Young. He's a pretty bad MMA fighter on the independent circuit, fighting complete nobody jabronis in local gyms for $200 cash. And he loses this fight, by the way. The entire rest of the movie follows this guy. Scorpion doesn't return until there are literally 8 minutes left of screen time, where he teams up with Cole Young, who is apparently related to Scorpion, and they double team Sub-Zero in a frozen MMA gym. I can hear the crew on this movie in my head. Hey, you know the pit, the Deadpool, the Soul Chamber, the Combat Tomb? We got all of these unbelievable settings to choose from, but I was thinking, hey, wouldn't it be fucking crazy if there was Scorpion versus Sub-Zero in a fucking UFC? Bro, that's what the people want. Goro! Let's make him completely CGI, devoid of any personality whatsoever. Make it so he could literally pass as an orc from fucking any fantasy slop you've ever seen. And don't put him in a cool place. Put him in a trailer park. Yeah, that's what they want. That's what they want. I hate this movie. I hate it. Somebody definitely thought this was a really cool idea. You know, it's a sleek and modern take on what Mortal Kombat is at its core. But it's not that at all. It's just extremely out of touch and stupid. Nobody watching this movie is even thinking about Scorpion anymore by the time we get to the end. So when he does show up, it's like, oh yeah, okay. And then you're reminded that you'd rather have been watching a Scorpion versus Sub-Zero movie this whole time. Earlier in the film, Sub-Zero tells Shang Tsung he killed Scorpion centuries ago. And yeah, man, gotta tell you, I think it would have been awesome to see how Hanzo became Scorpion in the Netherrealm. How Bi-Han rose to absolute power as a cryomancer and became Sub-Zero. I don't even want the movie in English. Have it Chinese and Japanese subtitles the entire time like that opening scene was. That would be interesting. But no, we needed Cole Young. And hold on, I have more on Sub-Zero. He's actually super badass in this movie. He completely wrecks Hanzo in the opener. He jobs out Jax like he's nothing. I like this. I like Sub-Zero being a major player. But he's not much of an assassin, is he? I find the collarbone stab on Hanzo to be a bit confusing. It gets the job done eventually, but why not slice his head off or freeze him? Done deal, no questions asked, right? Shang Tsung gives a direct order to kill the Earthrealm warriors, and Sub-Zero blows Jax's arms off, but he doesn't kill him. Before that, he arrived in the streets of Chicago and caused a big scene, but he didn't kill literally anybody. Later on, he freezes Cole's family to the cage, and they're fine too. Not much of an assassin, I gotta say. And this part's kind of tough to cover because I really don't want to be rude to a young actress, but I also have to be honest. I have no idea how Matilda Kimber landed the role of Cole Young's daughter, Emily. She is terrible. And I don't just mean her line delivery is bad, though it is. She doesn't even have the facials of an actress. Her reactions to mind-blowing, otherworldly, fantastical warriors, blood-soaked magical fights, and 4-armed half-dragon, 9-foot life forms, they're all the same. Her face never changes. And I'm not gonna pin this all on her, as who cast her in this role? Who said, yeah, that's our girl? How does the director on set not go, Matilda, you gotta give me something. He's a monster. He's huge. He's gonna kill your dad. You're scared. Show me scared. I looked her up, and Mortal Kombat is her only credit. She has done literally nothing else. Her parents are seemingly both lawyers, so I have no explanation for how this young lady wound up on the big screen because she certainly doesn't belong there. And I'm not trying to single her out. I'm not trying to be overly harsh. Look, if I was cast in this movie, I would take the role because that would be cool. But there would be people like, hey, what is that guy doing here? That guy is not an actor. And while I'm handing out criticism, I've got to say a little bit about the choice of writer and director here. I'll keep this short because, well, their resumes are pretty short. And that's one of my issues, I guess. This is Warner Brothers, dude. They've got money. They've got power. This is Mortal Kombat, an IP with a ton of cachet, a ton of built-in interest. So why in Sam hell did they hand the keys to a director who had never directed a movie before? Seriously, Simon McCoy's first theatrically released feature film was Mortal Kombat. And it's not like he's a bright young mind right out of film school. I don't know. Our writer here, Mr. Greg Russo, was attached to the 2021 pile of shit that was Resident Evil Welcome to Raccoon City at one point, though none of his work was used on that film. He's apparently writing the upcoming adaptation of System Shock. He wrote Death Note 2, which is allegedly coming to Netflix. Yeah. Do you see what I mean? I hope these guys never see this video, and if we're just being realistic, they never will, but I really hope that they don't, because I don't like being mean about other people's work. But if we're just being honest with each other, how did we wind up with these guys? Ugh. We can only assume their lack of any major credits made them cheap. And for Warner Brothers, who were at their absolute rock bottom in 2021, cheap was good. Director Simon McQuoid will be returning to helm Mortal Kombat 2, now releasing in 2026, though Greg Russo will not be returning as writer. Instead, we'll have Jeremy Slater. He wrote Death Note 1 for Netflix, and the 2015 Fantastic Four movie. So, we'll see. Why do the costumes look so bad? Why is Sub-Zero's mask so fucking big? Look how it fits in the games. Look how it fit in 1995. Why is this thing so goddamn oversized? Scorpion's costume is way too busy and it's just ugly in general. Why? Why do this? There's a whole story thread about all of the fighters having to find their kana, their magical ability of sorts. And Kano finds his when he throws a temper tantrum over not getting an egg roll. Not a joke, by the way. So no, in this movie, the laser eye does not have anything to do with cybernetics. It's just Chinese food. Reptile's look in Mortal Kombat 1 definitely came from this movie, that's for sure. Now let's talk about the terrible CGI blood. Practically every single drop of blood in this film is computer generated, and for no reason whatsoever. Don't tell me it looks good, because it doesn't. It looks quite bad. At one point, Kano spits out a glob of CGI blood. Why animate that? Just put some fucking fake blood in the guy's mouth. And Kano's death is beyond atrocious. Early in the film, he spits a loogie on a garden gnome. It's disgusting. His death comes at the hands of what? The very same garden gnome. What a full circle moment. What a payoff. Sonya's actress is really bad in her role, too. She looks like Sonya, but she doesn't feel like Sonya in any way, shape, or form. And I cannot say that I find her acting to be convincing at all. It's just another really terrible miscast. And what is going on with the situation where Sonya stabs Reptile? What happened here? She's perpendicular to the floor, twirling through the sky, and then we hard cut to her standing upright on both feet, planting the knife in Reptile's chest. I don't know. I'm probably the only person who noticed this, so whatever. There are cool parts. I appreciate the Kung Lao fatality, the Jax fatality, the blood, really. I appreciate the blood. But again, it's CGI blood, so that sucks. The movie introduces character after character, none of which really have anything to do, but still, it's a little pop. It's a dopamine hit. Oh, Cabal! Ooh, Nitara! Yo, Melina! But holy Christ alive, does this film hit a brick wall when we get to the cliched anime training section. You have to train, you gotta find your powers, prepare for battle, blah blah blah. The heroes spend nearly an hour in this small sand pit. And no, again, I'm not joking about that. Time it if you don't believe me. Here's the thing, and I'm just gonna put this out there now. This movie is so similar to Mortal Kombat Annihilation, it's kinda crazy. We've already gone over the bad acting. We've gone over the disjointed, nonsensical story and pacing, but it goes beyond that into the imagery. You cannot tell me that this doesn't look like Annihilation. You can't tell me that when the heroes are deciding who will fight who in the end, it isn't this exact scene from Annihilation. Mortal Kombat 2021 is worse than Annihilation, because at least Annihilation is so bad and so stupid that it's hilarious and entertaining. MK 2021 is boring. It's a drag. It's a complete waste of time, money, and effort. It's a total miss in literally every sense. But hey, that's just my opinion. This movie was not a hit, commercially or critically. I can't really take the $84 million box office compared to the $55 million budget seriously because the theater system was still super jacked up at the time from COVID. This was the most watched movie ever on HBO Max at the time of its release, so that's something. A bunch of people did see it, whether they bought a ticket or not. And hey, who knows what that means for the sequel? I don't like this movie at all. I hate it, actually. And I can't say the trailer for the new one washes away my concern. We've still got the same director, largely the same cast. Ugh, we'll see. And we were supposed to see in like 2 weeks. Now it'll be 8 months because the movie just got delayed. That's usually a great sign. Oh, there it is. Those are my thoughts and feelings on the 2021 live-action Mortal Kombat film. Now, I would like to state for the record once again that I did come back to this with an open mind. I was ready to find out that I was too harsh on it before. Maybe I was just a little too cynical. I came back ready to be wrong, and I'm not wrong. I hate this movie. I actually think I hate it more than I did before. Feel free to let me know where you fall on this one. Do you like it? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Go ahead and tell me down in the comments. And tell me if you're excited for the sequel as well. I am not. My expectations are non-existent, but hey, maybe that will make it easier for me to be impressed. Time will tell. I hope everybody's ready for the return of Scream Sequence, razor-sharp reviews of your favorite creepy classics, which will be taking over the channel once again all through October. It's spooky season, how you doing? Until next time, thank you for watching, and I will see you soon.